And we're here.
And we're here.
Cab Crew Wednesday. The replacement crew. Welcome everybody.
We's live.
We
Jack's
live
here.
in the junction here.
uh,
And we have a lot of people in here. Who do you want to talk to first? I
hey,
see
you got
Derek.
John
Derek
Apple,
is
Thomas
here.
Moore.
I gotta ask John a question later too. Remind me to ask John a question.
Okay.
Mr.
Derek
Wigwag
Alexander. Roger
is
Coleman.
here. Now you were telling me that Dwight got the cookie last night at midnight?
Well, yeah, he got the cookie before I went to bed. I checked and he was on. Speaking of the devil, there he is.
Hot dog pilot Andy, welcome.
Hot dog.
Hey Dwight, welcome.
And CSX RFP Rail Fanner. How's it going? Thanks
We
for coming out.
USA and Core Les, welcome.
Les
Dave
and
Scott Rails is in the chat.
John Carvin.
I saw Mike HO Trains in the chat too.
Yeah, Mike was there. And anybody else? Brian?
Chris is in the chat. Welcome, Chris.
Yep, Model Train Aficionado. Chris, how's it going? John Knaufel.
Ink Rails was in the chat earlier this afternoon waiting for us.
Was he?
Yep.
I seen him way up top there. I'm just going through the chat.
He saw the Christmas train.
You saw the Christmas train?
Yep.
Brad's Trains, how's it going? And I think we said Derek Alexander.
Yes, we did. We did.
Yeah. So we're live. Cab Crew Wednesday.
And Dwight says there's a tuna in the house too somewhere.
Tuna dog? Who's Tuna dog?
I don't know.
That must be somebody.
I saw a tuna somewhere.
Because we got tuna head, tuna salad, and tuna can.
Oh, too many tunas. Where's the man to go to tuna? Make tuna salad.
Get that tuna in.
You're tuna salad. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm tuna salad and Curly's tuna can and Wigwag's tuna head.
Okay.
I don't know. That's for
I see. Andy's the tuna dog. The tuna dog. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yep. Now we got a tuna dog. Sorry, Andy. But
and then we got Boxcar Jerry's in the chat too.
Hey, what's going on there, Hoser? Thanks for coming out. And for the Cab Crew Wednesday.
Yeah, this is the replacement crew.
We got to make Jerry blue. Got to make him a Smurf.
Well, you have control. You have to go to your YouTube to do that.
Yeah, I do it. I do it off the phone. It's easier.
Well, whatever. Yeah, you'd be on YouTube though, not from StreamYard.
Yeah, just remember if you got them wrenches, and you're gonna go to their channels, make sure you watch the video and hit the like and subscribe. It don't cost a dime. Leave them a comment. That way you know you watched it. And yeah.
Thomas Moore Trains wants to know if you found him a Canadian Pacific Railway spike.
Oh, geez, we could have grabbed some when we were in Smith Falls in the summer,
Okay, now I got the answer to John's question here about Walter's track. It's the expandable track.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I'm going to use. I did notice though, talking about Walter's track.
Yeah.
They are bringing out a new track called for branch line. It's different than the standard track. Same price, but it's called branch line track.
So branch line and extended track. Or would you say expandable track?
Yeah, they're making a track that can be expanded a bit. I guess allow for expansion.
I don't know. Because he got a wrench, Jerry. I don't know. Maybe that's why he can't time him out.
Oh, that's why he can't time out Dwight.
Yeah.
The only way to fix that is take the blue from Dwight.
Thomas is doing the end scale. I'm trying to watch. Oh, yeah, you're on the Zoom there, Roger.
And there's Mr. Randall Allison.
You're on the
Randall.
AML Nation. You're watching the stream there.
Yeah.
Zoom.
But
Modeler's life.
I was checking out. There's a hobby store out west. I was looking at today about scale trains, and I saw checking out what they had in Walter stuff, and they were showing a new Walters track, and it's called Branch Line. Still
Okay.
the same price, but it's slightly different. If you want to be
Couple
using
more different
yards
ties
in
or
your
what?
branch lines, you can use that track.
Couple different
350
ties in it or what?
tracks. Are,
With different height.
the ties are slightly different.
Oh,
You can't tell without seeing it because the picture doesn't show much.
for a few more bucks, eh?
I think Bachmann is fine. I have some Bachmann stuff here. I'm quite pleased with it, so
Nice.
I can't complain about them at all.
Oh, you see them lights in the yard?
And you have lights in the yard. Oh
Yeah.
yes, you were doing that in the weekend.
I'm gonna shut the lights off so you can see better. Whoa, look
Great.
at that.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's cool.
I'll change the
Hey,
camera.
Russ Rockin' ORR, welcome.
Hey, Russ.
And yeah, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell in the pictures. It has a different part number, but they call it Branch Line. It's brand new track. It's not out yet.
Let me get out of your way.
Well, it's right. They may work the same, but they don't like playing with each other. I tell you right now.
Here,
I actually have still have the samples right here from Monday's stream
hopefully, I
about
don't get dizzy.
how they do. They're different. The bottom of the rails are different.
You see that at our right or what?
I can see it. That's
Okay.
your billboard. Well, the
That's my
light's kind of bright. You're bleeding out what your billboard says.
Okay. Well, it says trackside bike on it.
And we know who you are. That's been ongoing for years, same as the old Proto 2000. They always had gear problems. 'Cause I think the axles are too tight, and the stress cracks them.
Getting a chin shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Derek. But I couldn't tell in the picture I saw on the website.
We turn the light on before I trip over them.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I would bother to change that because my turnouts are a regular track, so I can't see a point. It's the same price.
Dave BNSF, how are you? N
Hey,
Scaler.
Dave, welcome,
Thanks for coming out.
Mr. N Scale. So
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I would bother adding that track to that one little section.
nice. So you get those pictures there, or you can just email Chris at gohome at hotmail.com. And you can get the Andy
Fletcher.
Fisher.
Fletcher.
Fletcher, yeah.
Thomas Moore train. I have my Bachmann trains. I are less than 3 years old. I have not had a problem with what I have. I
High school Kill River.
I haven't run them that much either. Hey, welcome, John. So I have no other comment about that, but I do have Bachmann trains.
You got Bachmann trains.
Yes, I do. I have 3 steamers, and I have the E8 in Bachmann.
Nice.
I really like the my New York Central steamer from Bachmann. It's a really nice running locomotive. I'm quite pleased with it, and the price of that locomotive is half the price of either a Broadway or a Rapido. Hey, Ohio Steam and Steel, welcome.
How are you?
To me, it's no complaints about it. So So I tore up my incline because it had too many dips in it. I'm rebuilding the incline on the right side. Time can wait for track. I did that today.
J Rock does stuff. How's it going?
Yeah. And what else we got?
John Knopfel.
Yeah, he answered my question on that.
The lights.
That was good, Mike.
The billboard. Yeah, you can't really see it. Hey, let me see if I can dial it down. Oops, I'm plugging it. What's the
Yeah, they might come out. They should come out of the boxes, Derek, I tell you. What's up, Wiki Wiki Waggy Wig Wag? Hey, Wiki Waggy. And Georgia Sunbelt's in the chat. Welcome, Anthony.
Anthony, how are
you? And
you see it better now?
it looks better. But the light is very bright on that your billboard.
Well, I can't help it. Those are the plug and play lights.
And you can't knock the voltage down, put another resistor in line with it?
Well, I just got to turn it down if I find the right one because it's in the panel.
Oh, so it's got a dimmer on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have CSX. I have one locomotive CSX.
Almost up.
Page 19.
That's part of that. And here's what I've been working on. Right over there.
That's your bridge you're working on. The bridges.
Yeah.
How'd you have the bridge in last in the picture you sent me?
Yeah, but I had to finish the rock in behind it.
Oh, okay.
And the piers, I painted all the piers and put the static grass.
Okay.
And all that down, and I'll do the fascia after. But that's double bridge.
Yes, now I saw it was pretty impressive.
272 foot bridges.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mom and Thumb Train Rail fans, Tammy and Ray, welcome.
How are you? And yeah, and then the incline, and then I'm gonna go either the micro engineering bridges. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Dave was saying that so there is potentiometers on the hubs to vary the light intensity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna keep going up the incline, up around the power panel to whatever level I get on that incline. So yeah, slowly coming. Oops, don't knock over.
What's the same thing, Russ? I bought Bachman for Pacific locomotives that I wanted, and the price was good too. I can't complain. Can't find it right now, but I have a New York Central steamer, and that is a really cool locomotive. And it's half the price of a Broadway. Half. Brand new. Now I saw the new Hudsons. Who makes the new Hudsons, Andy? That's the Repeal product?
What's that?
So I asked Andy who makes the new Hudsons. And he's called
Artie, how's it going?
Batchy, whatever that means. Hey, Artie, welcome. We're doing okay. John Garvin. What do you... I give him back.
Artie from down under.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to wire up some more wire.
Okay, you wire.
For the lights.
For the light.
Because those plug and play lights are like small as heck.
Yes, I know. They make even smaller ones too.
Yeah, I wouldn't want smaller ones because I can barely see these ones.
Who's going to be 50 more, Mr. Dwight?
So the layout, the Benchwork's always good for a bench to work on.
Oh, temperature-wise, we were -2 this morning Celsius, Dwight. If you helped you out.
That's pretty warm.
Okay, Bachman's doing a new Hudson. Okay, I haven't seen that one. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 Hudsons now, but not a Bachman version of it. I have the Hudson twice in Broadway, and I have 3 Hudsons in River Rossi version, AHN.
It was -6 here this morning.
It was -2 this morning.
Well, that's warm compared to what it was here.
Oh, that's cool, Dwight. What was wrong with your car, Dwight, anyhow? It was 27 Fahrenheit in, I think Tammy Ray is in, is it, what's the state they're near?
North Carolina.
Yeah, that's right. I have the TH&B Hudson, John. Yes, I do. I have 3 River Rossi TH&B Hudsons, and I have 1 Broadway Hudson. I have a New York Central Hudson too. Hey, Mr. Thomas Grassi, I saw a 3D printer today. Adam Savage was doing some work to it. The thing was $1,800 Canadian. It's called something to do with I can't name it now, but it was $1,800 Canadian for it. Some sort of carbon fiber 3D printer.
Really?
Very expensive. Had at least 3 filament colors on top of the magazine on top of it.
Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there.
Well, I had the snowblower the other day going, John. Not very much, but I did have it out, ready to
How's
go.
all you have to do with trades?
-9 here this morning.
Yeah, it's gonna be that W word soon enough.
I thought the idea to come January, I'm going to hibernate for a month and just stick it and hide out in my train room. See ya.
Good place for it.
February. I might have trains running by then. Let's see.
Maybe.
I was plugging around with the track plan the other day. I had a few errors in my measurements. I fixed all that. So I have the track plan printed out on the main portion now. It's hard to see though from the camera. It's too low.
Nice.
And
-10.
CP668.
Trademaster 9000.
Welcome.
And Timmy from CP368.
Yes, sir.
Good video the other day, I seen.
I ordered some more sweepsticks from Fast Tracks. They're due to arrive tomorrow.
We need those for.
Different rate. Because they changed my track centers. They help keep my track in line, but I changed my track center. So if I'm doing a 30-inch radius, then I need 2.5 inches. So the next radius is 27.5.
James, you like your Christmas video of your house today? What?
I have, Tammy. I have not watched it yet. I did see it though, so I will watch it later. I promise.
It was busy today at work.
Yeah, I was playing around here. Well, we do all our errands on Wednesday morning, so we're home around lunch.
Eric, how's it going?
I had to be here for the cabinet maker, and then I cut plywood for the incline, and then we have a group session with our church friends today for a bit, so we had to do that supper.
You get him, Eric.
Hey, Real Lars, welcome. He's in West Virginia.
Real artist Mike, how's it going?
I remember years ago, I had to get a rotor repaired for the steel mill, and we shipped it by courier direct from Hamilton all the way to North Carolina.
Nice.
Non-stop trip. It was a 14 hours. I can't remember what the bill was, but I had shipped that out by courier non-stop. I prefer my temperature in Fahrenheit. Otherwise, it's almost minus all winter. Yeah, well, I mix between both, I guess.
What,
But
Fahrenheit and
I'm
Celsius?
forced to use metric up here. But if you buy half-inch red pink foam, it's not half-inch, I'll tell you. It's almost either some sort of crazy metric measurement or it's 9/16.
I'm still old school for a lot.
I like to be old school.
Give it to me in feet and inches.
I went to the post office the other day about getting a quote to send a package out. And he asked me what size it was. 6 inches, 6 inches by 36. He said, "What is that?" Oh,
He didn't know what that was? That's
nope.
hilarious.
Yeah, he was clueless. He had no idea.
Yeah, you got that right there, hot dog pilot.
Yeah, I know. But hi, Corey. It's
Going?
not my choice. But in the world of industry, you need to know both.
Okay,
Because when I worked in the industry, we had to bearings are manufactured to metric dimensions, but
that's because your
the
buddy that
tolerance fit to a bearing is in thousandths of an inch.
that's because your buddy that's in power now, his dad switched that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we learned metric in grade 11. That was 1970.
Yeah,
Before that, we were strictly imperial. I refuse to buy a tape measure that has metric on it. I throw them out.
yeah. I don't use them,
Yes, Artie, you do.
but
I'm
I do a lot
afraid
of
you
meters
have to know both. There's no doubt about that.
for different boom lengths. Some of that stuff's in meters.
Well, the pens less 12 millimeter is not half-inch plywood, it's 13 millimeter. 19 millimeter is 3/4 inch plywood. A 3/8 socket is 10 millimeter. That helps you out. But half-inch plywood ain't half-inch plywood no more, I tell you. Yeah. Yeah. It's cold outside. I'm staying in. That's what I'm doing. Andy, it was. I was in grade 11 in 1970. But that's the way it is. What's Ohio? Yep. So an update. My new track should be in my hands. I hope I'm in 2 weeks from now. Yeah, last I know, but you have to have at one time. I mean, you were like in woodworking, you cut a dado, cut a half-inch slot for half-inch plywood. Well, it's not that no more. You need a special bit for each plywood, depending where it's manufactured. That's Dave.
So by January or so, you should be laying tractors. Then is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Depends where it's made.
Huh?
Depends where it's made. I was working on my the shelf for my staging yard, and I had these brackets to mount it. So I cut a dado to mount the brackets. Well, I couldn't find the stock that I had boxed away, so I bought some new ones. Well, the new ones were a different width, wider. But I found the other ones the other day, so I'm good. But still, they changed the specs of it.
Right.
I paid $17 for mine. What's already saying here?
Had to go grab a lighter.
Yeah. What do you do?
What do you do when you live in a shoe, eh?
Get a bigger shoe.
You live in a shoe.
You're addicted, Captain Knievel?
Hey, Captain Knievel. Just doing some wiring to this plug and play. So what I do, James, is I take these shrink tubes.
Yeah.
I cut them and I put them over the wires, like
Yeah.
like the good mechanic at work taught me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then just slide her down the wire.
How do you shrink it? Do you use your iron to do that, or do you have a heat gun?
No, I should have like an actual um, heat gun, but
I have a bigger heat gun, but I bought a smaller one for doing what you're doing there, and I
lighter
came
works good.
across it in a box a few weeks ago. I went looking for it. I can't find it.
Lighter works good.
Yeah, Tammy and Ray, they run everything, just like me.
Runner
Trains.
off trains. I just
Hey,
run.
John Benecki.
Huh? John Benecki, how's it going?
Uh, but yeah, everybody has their own choice what they run. That's where we had a discussion too, because there was a discussion today and the other day about manufacturer producing a a train as close as you can to the original product.
Yeah.
And I've never seen one yet produce exactly the same. But the problem I'm finding, too many people are getting too negative on the manufacturers for certain not popular road names, and eventually they won't produce no more because everybody's cranking about them.
Nah.
There was one yesterday. It was almost a 2-page essay because the steps wasn't painted the right color.
You're always going to get those kind of people in this hobby, James.
Oh, I know, but it's frustrating.
They're going to make them. If you don't like them, well,
That's good,
they
man.
still
Yeah,
buy
good
them
to
and
get
they
out of the box.
so.
Yeah, it's good.
John says straws.
I'm not sure what he means by straws.
These are shrink tubes, but yeah, you probably
Yeah.
use straws.
Yeah, I have shrink tubes. Now
You get
at work,
you get a pile of them.
Tammy, I don't hate your stuff. It's fantastic. If I was at work, we had sleeving, glass sleeving. I can get more if I really needed it, because that's what we used in the motor industry was sleeving. Because heat shrink tube is not a Class H rated insulation. Not even rated 600 volts.
Randall, how's it going?
Yeah, my G scale, I guess, is a shelf queen.
Repeater change or fast track the model railroad fun. There you go, Wigwag. See, they're coming out with some SW900s. Erie Lackawanna.
I have the HW9s. I have them.
Yeah, they're coming out when they run.
But who's making them? Rapido?
Repeater.
Well, I have the SW7s in Walter's Proto. I have Cato too. Dwight came from a barn of hay.
I was born in a barn of hay.
That's right.
Well, I was better than born on the back of a car in the middle of the bridge.
You never know. Yeah.
Yeah. In between Canada and the US. That's what happened.
Yeah.
1972.
I don't have any of those. What did Mr. Tim say here?
Sparky's
right? Yeah, I mix and match. I have Rapido, Athearn, Walter's Mainline, Proto,
Walter.
Bachman. I think they're all good.
I was found under a Smiley Rock. Well,
but I was.
The rock was smiling.
See it too much, but
really shiny. What's really shiny? James got shiny trains. You don't like them dirty.
I got shiny trains. Apparently, take this one out of the box.
Apparently, that's what she said.
You playing with that?
Eric, I thought you were born on a Starfighter. Oh, there you go. Battlestar Galactica. Not a fan of Buckman, but we'll never buy a Buckman locomotive again. Oh, no. Why'd you have an issue there, Tim? I had GP9 Buckman there one time. BP. Union Pacific.
Okay. I have in my hand, this is a brand new SW7 here. Let me see the box.
Corey, can you get
SW9s? Mr. Mikey, this is SW9. Let me change cameras while you're playing with that.
Yeah, change cameras and make yourself bigger if you want. I'm just getting ready to solder these plug and play lights into these bad boys.
Well, I had the right camera here.
What are you doing? Real artist, the plug and play lights. Oh, can you see that?
Okay.
I'm going to solder those on to these wires because the wires that come on the plug and play lights are like almost impossible to see. I need my magnifying glasses to see the wires. That's how small those plug and play lights are.
So
I'm making extended leads so I can run in 3 or 4 different lights into one junction, right? One of these.
So in my hand, I have this is a brand new Walters Proto SW9 THEB switcher.
Been out of the box?
What's that?
Has it been out of the box?
Just took out of the box now. First time.
First time out of the box. Drum roll.
Now, if you look at the front of the nozzle of the nose there, see how the paint is by the grill. It's got like a V shape to the color code.
Yep.
And the steps are yellow.
What's going on?
The original locomotive, those steps are painted black, and the grill at the bottom of the red was painted all red.
No problem, Mike.
But there was a 2-page essay on Facebook the other day about that not being correct.
So I'm just shrink tubing these wires together. So you
So,
don't have loose wires under the layout. That's all I'm doing.
you hear what I
And
said, Miss Mike?
deep run railroad Mike. How's it going? The other Mike?
You hear what I said, Mike?
Yeah, you said the steps were painted wrong.
There was a 2-page essay on it from the
Yeah.
Prototypical people. But
Well,
that is, I have 4 of these switchers, and they're all DCC and sound.
you're always going to have prototypical people out there
Oh, I
uh,
know.
complaining.
But the problem is, though, if it gets too bad on Facebook, eventually, like they're not the big game players. It's not like they're not a CN or a CP on locomotive, so you're not going to see them as much, and they'll just stop making them.
Look at the Rapido Bud Manor cars.
Yeah,
There's a little blemish on the roof. Big deal.
that's right. But that can kill the industry, though.
They still look fantastic. They still run awesome.
Yeah.
But people got to complain. But they still bought
Oh, yeah, I still buy it. Yeah.
them. But you're always going to get that.
Yeah.
And if you spent the mold, like you do so many runs in one mold, once the mold's spent, you'll start seeing blemishes in your rolling stock or whatever the mold they use.
Yeah.
You only do so many presses off one.
And apparently, I was talking to the guys from Atlas.
Yeah.
They're not making the point chart because the molds were no good.
Well, because
I'll have to give them credit for that.
it's probably spent.
What's that?
The mold's probably spent. They got to do a
That's
new
right.
mold.
But Atlas bought the rights to it, and they admitted it's no good, so they're not going to use it.
So they'll make a new mold.
Well, they're getting pricing on the molds. So
That's the way she goes.
I have Cato AAC Eric, but only in HO.
Cato track, Cato locomotives.
That's right, Ray. I'm not sure if I'm prototypical anymore. I'm probably old school too much.
Well, I forgot to go to YouTube and get rid of that stupid art.
That could be Ohio Steam. I saw this new printer today, some sort of carbon fiber printer.
Mike George, how's it going? Keep it on the tracks.
Okay, Tammy, you're in the area that freezes. Okay, not a problem.
Freezes? What freezes?
Well, some areas if it gets so cold, you need to leave a tap dripping so the pipes won't freeze on you.
Oh, you got no heat?
Doesn't matter. It depends where the water's in the house, how it's built. We used to do
yeah, like a crawl space or something. Eh?
Yeah, you gotta let the water drip a bit so you don't have to worry about freezing pipes.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a precautionary to protect the house.
Yeah. Well, we used to have to do that at the cottage too. Okay, take care, Mom and Son. Thanks for coming out.
My first locomotive was
Walters
and Atlas.
You say what?
My first locomotive was an Atlas and Walters.
Well, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we used to do that at work all the time, Randall. We had to turn the taps on at work because the main wire line through the city is not deep enough in the ground. But yeah, common.
Common.
Well,
that's one thing you don't want in this hobby is common.
Well, I'm talking about water flow, not trains.
That's a bad ground. You got a common.
Mm-hmm. Well, commons are Commons are common in electrical industry, though.
Oh yeah. But when it comes to what you're doing, you don't want a common
Depends what it is.
track work. Contact.
Your HVAC air conditioning motor's got a common wire on it.
Yeah, that's what
That's
you
got a
said.
common. Well, that's good, Tim, to do that.
What's
Hey,
that?
Deep Down Mike, welcome.
Oh, James just woke up.
You woke up.
Mike's been in the chat for a while.
I know.
I'm just bugging you.
Why don't you go back in your cage?
Okay, I'm going there.
Hey, Mike George, welcome. We'll let you loose tonight.
It's like Walter Matthau and
Yeah.
Jack Lemmon. The Odd Couple. That's hilarious. You ever seen those shows, James?
Derek, my first train is Mark's. I still got it. It's here in the train room. It
Mark.
is. I got it in 1963.
Oh,
I was 11. I still got it. It doesn't work too well anymore. I think it
nice.
was an 18 motor, but I have it. It's a Mark's train.
Nice.
But I still have it, Derek. It's still here. I used to run it around the Christmas tree about 15 years ago, but it stopped working. It doesn't work too well. And I'm afraid to plug it in. I don't trust the electrics in the transformer because it's very old. It's very old. The insulation in the transformer would probably burn out. So it'd be a fire hazard.
Fire hazard.
Yeah. They used to use cotton insulation back then for wiring, man.
Cotton. In the
Cotton.
wire?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Class B insulation. Or Class A.
Class A.
They, believe it or not, motors that were produced in between 1950 and 1970, they used to have paper insulation in them. Like we called it Class A.
Gotcha.
And if you get a short in those things, they'll catch on fire.
Yeah, that's not good. You don't want no short.
No. And when we wound 600-volt motors, we had to use Nomex, which is Class H.
Yep. Class A no match.
Okay, John, thanks for coming out. Appreciate your help, buddy.
Schuylkill River Valley taking off.
Yes, he is, sir.
Okay, have a good night, John. Thanks for coming out. Till the next one.
Till the next one.
Get on the tracks. I use this liquid paste.
Now, what is that? Liquid paste. Flux.
Yeah.
I use another type of flux besides that. I like it better, Mike. I got it from Otter Valley, actually, and another one I had for years.
Boy, I use this other stuff, but I mean, that stuff there, you know, Paul that does all the locomotive work.
Okay.
He was telling me to get that stuff. Really good.
Yes, they are, right.
Yeah, that's the stuff I use for doing the soldering.
I have another rosin flux that it's in a very thick paste. I use that for clean. No, I have another one besides that one too. I use it for cleaning my tip.
That's the stuff you get out OVR for.
Right, I have that, but I have another one too. I got lots of rosin. You used to make our own rosin flux at one time, right?
Absolutely, Eric. Blue smoke is bad. None of that stuff.
I've seen motors blow up and have a molten ball of copper the size of a baseball.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he says.
We there used to be a place down in the city. It used to be Waxman's recycling plant, and they had a 500 horsepower motor and the fan broke on it.
Yeah.
Well, the imbalance was so bad it tore the motor off its base into 3 pieces.
Oh well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he says. Oh yeah. Oops.
Yeah. I have trains and sixes.
Trains and sixes.
My furnace is not too far. It's right in the train room.
Your furnace?
Yeah, in the train room.
Cut this part off.
All right, welcome back, Chris.
Chris.
Well, yeah, we're doing our tree on the weekend.
Oh, model train aficionado.
Yeah, I had to put lights up.
Okay.
But,
Put out a video. Oh, okay. Like see that
yeah.
there.
So I use this paste I got, rosin I got from Amazon. It actually works really good for cleaning the tip of my soldering iron.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Shined it right up.
Yeah, it works really good. Do you have a sponge to clean your tip too?
Yeah. Well, you see it? There's my soldering gun.
But do you need a wet? You have a wet sponge. Okay, you wet it every time.
Well, it stays wet for days.
Well, as long as you keep it wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You betcha. I gotta look for my knife.
I got a knife here.
Yeah? You pass it over?
Yeah, pass through the tube, eh?
Okay.
Pass through the tube.
There's me good hobby knife.
I
Yeah,
need to buy some more blades for that.
What's that?
I need to buy some more blades.
For your hobby knife? Make a list.
Yeah, well, my paint Masarte is not pink. That's his. Mine's black.
What's that?
Your solder station.
Solder station.
Your soldering iron is pink.
It's orange.
Well, in the screen it looks pink.
Orange.
How many temperature ranges do you have in yours? Hey, Chris,
10.
welcome.
10.
Mine's
Hey, go over here, go home. Chris is live tomorrow night. Is this GVO After Dark?
well, I think it's related to him. Yeah. Go via or go home.
Yeah, but
yeah, right, Mike. It's pink in our view.
Who says it's pink?
I say it's pink.
Mike says it looks pink too.
Mike says it's pink because from the camera it looks pink,
Okay,
not orange.
Might be my settings. Give me a minute. Could be my settings.
Could be your settings.
Oh, them friggin' wires are small. Okay, let me go to my settings. And this is his auto touch feature. Touch up my appearance. Well,
It's gonna come green now.
Huh?
It's gonna be green now. You watch.
How's that?
It just might be.
Is it still the same?
I can't even see it.
Okay.
Not even in the camera view. So right now it's blank.
Let's turn that view off. The settings.
See your head now and your shadow.
Well, I'm burning myself. Oh. Because I hooked her up.
Oh, coconut layer cake. Now you moved it too fast. It looks more orange now.
Okay. So StreamYard has some kind of new setting I just seen on there was touch up my appearance, which don't bother.
I'll be 72 next year. You get about 60.
60.
Yeah. Liberation Day.
What is it?
Happy Womb Liberation Day.
Oh,
Just a youngster.
ooh,
Okay, Ray ours is the old guy now. I thought I was the old guy. These guys beat.
that's just well seasoned, experienced.
All I know is that the government pension doesn't help with train purchases. Got to learn to cut back.
Or knock the taxes down.
That's true. Should be a discount for trains.
Mm.
Yep. Because Walter's track is in Canadian dollars. Pico is $7.39 a 3-foot piece. Walter is about $11 a piece. Oh, Thomas, you're getting close to us. You'll be 68. Well, happy birthday.
Ooh,
3 days early. Thomas Grassi. His birthday's on Saturday.
oh, nice.
Yeah. Everybody say happy birthday to Thomas Grassi. He's going to be 68 on Saturday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That
So
was it?
Thomas Grassi, printers. I was watching a YouTube Adam Savage, and he was doing some work for a printer.
For a minute
And
there, I thought you
for
were going to say happy Saturday.
carbon fiber printer. It was
Yeah.
$1,800 Canadian
Yeah,
for this printer.
that's a few
And
change there.
yeah, $1,800. That's those Athern military sets.
Yeah, the six pack
The
is,
six, yeah,
what is the six pack? Can't remember.
I think it's $1,600, something like that. At OBR.
16 or 18.
And no one else has it, so I couldn't worry about it.
But
Yeah, it's
you got a
a
few years.
carbon fiber printer. What the brand name of it was? I
Like a
searched
3D printer you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, those things ain't cheap either, probably.
but this is a special one.
Special.
Yeah,
What was special?
what's called the bamboo carbon
Bamboo.
combo 3D printer. It's 1869 Canadian.
Peef.
Called the best 1869 Canadian multicolored printer.
The best you ever spent.
Bamboo Lab. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you. $1,600, $1,800 Canadian to buy it.
Right. 10-year wires first. Always got 10-year wires by. Always 10-year wires before I solder them together.
Artie's already leaving. He just got here.
Who?
Mike George, welcome. Artie's leaving.
He's got to go? Well, it's probably late for him down there.
Well, he's always the host of Cab Crew. I thought he's used to it Wednesday night thing.
Yeah, that's all right. Appreciate him stopping by. He's live Saturday.
That's
8
right.
o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
Already goes live. Check out his live.
And tomorrow, Dave's live at 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. Cricket Dave.
Yep. Morning Brew.
Yep, tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah, I need some wood. I'm going to burn this styrofoam.
Mike Mike George, you're welcome. Welcome to the chat.
How's Mike tonight? I got to get me board out because I can see me going burning the old styrofoam.
Board for what?
I would soldering iron.
Oh, I have a see my workbench is plywood on
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
I'm in the train room, so
Yeah, that's right. My training room's plywood right now.
just a quick little fix. I always keep a scrap piece of board just for this.
Yeah.
Then you could work on it and you ain't worried about burning stuff.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
But I want to try my hand replacing doing a decoder and a locomotive.
Well, yeah, you're gonna try that.
Yeah,
Let me know how you make out.
yeah. Thomas Grassi, you're it, man. You're the number one. Number one, number two, and three and four. Yeah, I'm gonna buy $100 Lifelike or Walter's mainline locomotive and
Yeah,
try that.
and you're gonna try your luck on that.
Yeah. Hey, Sidetrack 77, welcome. Yeah, I'm just waiting to get my work area set up until the cabin guy finished the cabinetry. I can't set things up
Okay.
because I just got to put it away again. I want to leave it out.
I guess I should grab my little tool for this.
But your helping hand tool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
know
had
I.
one of those, but it was a pile of junk. I threw it out.
Hey, let me go get that. Make life easier.
Okay.
And you keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Dave from Scott Rails is getting pretty good at it, so I figure I'd try one.
What? Doing a decoder?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not gonna try an old one. I'm gonna try a new one, so there's room for it. What is Wigwag gonna get? I'm getting the X2 N1 dial cutter to start with. It will do what I need. Is that a laser burner Wigwag? What's my order from Yang? I can finally get back to working on the layout. Tim, I'm waiting for track, and I'll get back to the layout too. It's on order.
See, this has got a few different holding
Yeah.
mechanisms. One
Well,
for
I
your.
bought one of those things from Amazon, and it was a pile of junk. Threw it
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yeah. Problem is, you can't go to the store and see that stuff no more. You gotta
Yeah.
look at a picture and hope it's right. And Amazon charges to return things now too.
Really? Because I just got dryer parts and had to send them back. It didn't cost me a dime.
I bought something I didn't want. They charged me $3 to return it.
Really?
Yeah.
First I heard of it.
Oh, okay. The laser engraver. Got it. For wood though, Wigwag. Like I got a sample here, Wigwag. Hang on a minute. I'll show you something.
What you got?
Well, these are laser cut.
That makes it easy. Now I got me an extra hand.
Yeah, here I do show Wigwag. See, Wigwag, these are laser cut. These are sweepsticks. This is a 28-inch radius for track laying. But they're cutting on a laser burner.
Y'all sweepstakes.
Yeah, they're made in Canada. They're
I use,
made for doing hand laid tracks.
I use the ribbon tools.
Yeah, you only get one though.
Yeah.
Well, I got lots. They come four to a pack for one radius. There are notches in it.
Okay.
You need they're made in Canada, right? Right in Port Dover.
Yeah, I heard that. But they're pretty handy, eh?
Yes, he is soldering, Derek.
Yeah, we got some blue smoke happening, or we're gonna have blue smoke happening.
I don't have any blue smoke.
Let's see that little bit of smoke. There, wada boom, wada bang. Soldered, you got a lead for your plug and play lights. Because those little freaking wires, they are small. Then I slide the shrink tube over it.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. And then you got no shorts. Oh,
Yeah. I
little
have
killer.
some. I have the. I have Kapton tape too for insulating the older style, like the old Athearn blue box.
Yeah.
They have a grounded chassis. You have to eliminate that.
So there you go. You got a long lead now. You got
Yeah.
light halfway down your layout.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle.
What size wire are you using for that?
That's a little small Atlas wire.
Oh, okay. Because you can buy the wire for Woodland Scenics plug and play.
Yeah, I do have that wire too. But a little hard to see. The stuff for that comes out of the lights,
Yes.
small.
Well,
Very hard.
the wire they sell on the roll is bigger than what comes out of the lights. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, 100% it is. But I do have a roll of that stuff.
But I'm not going to do any sound install. I'm just going to just for basic stuff. Try basic decoder, just for the sake of trying it.
Yeah, I got one DCC ready locomotive, and I do have the decoder program,
Right.
and I got speakers and stuff for it. I just haven't played with installing one myself as of yet.
The only thing about Pro 2000, Derek, you better check the gear on those things because they do crack. If you got Proto 2000, you better. Athearn makes new gears to replace those things, but they do crack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Any
right.
Proto 2000 is sitting for too long not being used, they crack.
Yeah, they will crack, eh?
Yeah.
And there you go. You got this end. She's all good. You can plug in.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Hook her into your panel.
I do have some CN cabooses, Trainmaster 9000.
Trainmaster 9000.
I have a couple of True Line cabooses. I have a couple of Atlas cabooses. Where they are right now, I don't know.
In a lot of boxes.
I can look for one while Mike is playing.
But see, there
If
you go.
I'm shelf here, I can get it out.
I got a lead there, right? So that's from the light. And then this side, I just have to put, which one? This one in there. That goes into the plug and play box that you get. You're laughing.
Yeah.
There's one wire all ready to go. And that hold like up to, as many lights as you want. Which is handy. That'll finish off the other side of my yard. So I just thought I'd show you how to do that. Hopefully that helped us. Because let me grab one of those plug and play lights.
Yeah.
They are small.
No, I think they're I put them in a box. The my cabooses, but they're True Line trains.
That's the wire you're talking about that comes with it.
It's on a spool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get that. It is a lot bigger, right? You can see it
Good
in the
night,
box.
Ohio Cayman Steel. Welcome for coming out.
Okay, Ohio Steam and Steel, thanks for the support and thanks for coming out there, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure who's doing Cap Crew Wednesday next week.
I think it's Daryl, but I could be wrong. It might be Plumber.
Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah, I guess I could have asked Daryl tonight when I was talking to him before the show.
Yeah.
So there's the wires that those things are on.
Okay.
Look how small those things are.
Oh yeah, you need a microscope.
Yeah, to hook those suckers up. Man, what a pain.
Yeah.
And trying to get them together, and I tried soldering them together, and wires just too small. So I thought it'd work on that.
Okay, Thomas. Thomas Grassi, automated always plug and plays.
What's that?
Thomas Grassi, automated always plug and play lights.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, he did a video on it tonight.
Nice. So you've been going for an hour.
Yeah.
And we could always throw the link up in the chat because that's what Cab Crew does.
Yeah.
If somebody has something model railroad related, we'll bring his up. And you can show the group.
Yeah.
You know what you're working on. And I'm going to keep working on the bridge seam behind me. I'm going to do some dry brush in there, and I got to fix the gate. I just knocked the fascia off it.
So yeah, my buddy charged me $50 to put a decoder in.
Hey, Edward, Happy Valley Hobbies.
How's hey, Edward. Hey, welcome.
Thanks for coming out. But yeah, nice little simple way to hook up leads, because if you could have like umpteen lights on this layout, and
this guy found in the basement.
You could put them in there. Easy enough to do.
You know this guy here? This
guy that guy's name is Thomas Grassi.
Hey, good evening.
I found him in the basement, hanging out.
Sidetrack 77, what's going on? What are you working on tonight there, Thomas?
Oh, I was just trying to figure out how to paint the front of these things yellow.
Never seen that, Train Master.
Dinosaur meat?
Yeah. And
got me.
I even put primer on it, and it's still the yellow, but it's very light colored. I don't like the. Maybe I'll put another coat on and see if that covers it.
So, Thomas, have you seen this printer is titanium?
I heard about it, but I haven't seen one in action. I just heard about it.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, well, it's something new, so everything when it comes out is always expensive.
It's called a bamboo lab.
16 different lights.
But it has four color filament on magazine on top of it.
Yeah.
There's my glue back there. Gotta move the bench around.
But it's $1,900 Canadian.
Yeah, I heard you saying that. That's expensive.
Yeah, you crazy.
But that equates to about what, 1,200 American?
Divided by 1.38.
Yeah, 1.38.
Yeah.
Hey, James.
Yes, sir.
Glue too.
What's that?
Gorilla Glue.
I use that all the time.
Yeah, Gorilla Glue.
But I bought a tube of this stuff here, Mikey.
See, I got my Gorilla Glue.
What'd you buy? Always
I gotta get it.
Yeah.
I bought a tube of this, which is liquid nails.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I bought a tube of Gorilla construction adhesive. This tube here is $1,800 Canadian.
What?
18,
18 bucks.
you said
18 bucks.
1,800.
No, 18 bucks.
Well, I was gonna say 1,800. Are you nuts?
No,
I say, what is it, made out of gold?
yeah.
That's what I thought. He said 1,800. I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, he was on the 1,800 from the printer line. So
This glue here, Mikey.
Yeah, that's
That's my favorite glue. I did something the other day.
hey, some sad news on the news. Everybody remember Henry Kissinger?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
That.
he just died at 100 years old.
At 100 years old.
Yeah.
So I glued these two pieces of pink foam together with Gorilla Glue. It's been for 2 days. It doesn't hold it. It'll stick. It goes tacky, but it might cure in about 2 weeks.
Nah. You need foam tack glue for that.
Yeah.
Well, I watched a video on YouTube about glues,
Hang on.
and the best glue we had was this stuff here.
Yeah. Well, that's good for putting foam on top of the plywood for your foam base if you're going to do that. But to glue foam together, you need foam tack glue.
James.
Well, I watched a video on this. That it bubbles too much. That's what caused me the problem. It does work.
This stuff's for foam.
I know, but I tried that stuff, Mike, and it didn't. It didn't work out. Caused me a bit of problem. But this video I watched on, he did 10 adhesives, and this one was the best.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give that a try. But I bought a spreader, so I'm gonna make it thinner. But the white, the white foam from Woodland Scenics,
Yeah.
white glue glues that stuff down.
Yeah.
If I'm doing foam to phone, I use the hot glue gun.
Yeah, hot glue
Yeah.
gun will work. I use foam tack glue. It works too.
But I just don't want any. I don't want any glue that's gonna cause an uneven. I gotta spread it out to get a thin contact. Because the PL was bubbling up too much, and I didn't control the bead, and it didn't spread out nice. So having.
So where are you putting foam? On top of the plywood, or or is that for your?
Well, I'm doing both. It's for my incline.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the Gorilla.
Hi, John Panicki. How you doing?
Hey, John. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Gorilla.
I'll bring this over so you can see what I'm doing.
Hello, Edward. How you doing?
Once it's set, it's never gonna move again. Once I get it all set up, it's
Right.
just for my incline. I just want to move. And I
I
want
usually
I
put
I want
the glue
it flat.
down. Yeah, I
What's
use
that?
glue down, then I put foam on top of the glue, then I add a weight on top of it. I leave it set for
My
20.
wife bought me 10 cans of diced tomatoes.
There you go.
That I
That'll
can
work.
donate to the food bank when I'm done.
Right,
It says, "What about jars?" No, I don't want jars. I want cans.
right.
Can I
Well,
get
jars would work too. but
What's that?
Jars would work, but they
I don't trust jars in my hands.
Oh, you might afraid you're gonna break it.
Yeah. So I just gotta make sure my incline is level with no dips. And I was forcing the plywood down too much with screws to hold it down,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it caused too much dips in my incline.
Well, you're not gonna have a level incline, are you? Really?
It's not level. I want it flat.
Flat. There you go.
Flat.
Yeah.
Not level. No, I want it flat.
Flat.
Don't want any dips in it.
Right.
I covered it in 1/4-inch plywood.
Yeah.
And that gives me a spot to nail my track to it.
Right. That's what I did.
I'm not gluing track.
Yeah, I did. I used 1/4-inch plywood in my transition from the other side of my third level through the tunnel. And
Yeah.
that made a big difference.
and I nailed it.
Yep. Then I nailed the track down to that.
Yeah,
Then I'm not going to balance it because that's going to be inside a tunnel anyway, so I'm not going to balance
yeah.
it.
Well, I won't balance for a while, but I will balance eventually. But the new turnouts I use, because the jumpers are pre-installed, you don't have to worry about paint getting into the points.
Right. So
The
who's
jumper.
live next Wednesday, Thomas?
What's that?
Who's live next Wednesday?
Well, usually the first week of the month is plumber,
Okay.
then Artie, then it's supposed to be Daryl.
And you're fourth.
Yeah, I'm the fourth one.
So you get New Year's Eve almost, or close to it.
Well, I'm in between Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So do I do a New Year's Eve show or a Christmas show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to be live on Monday Christmas, but I don't know.
No, I don't think. No. Well, some people are. I think Sparky's on Christmas Day, isn't he?
Yeah, usually Sparky goes live
He
Christmas.
usually is, yes. He's live this Friday too, I think. Yeah, Russ, the PL 300. They also make PL 400 too. Now I watched the video today, and the guy built his layout using for scenery, and he used pink foam. He used a hot glue gun.
Yep.
I just don't want anything that's going to be. It needs to be even, consistent stuff. I actually bought a spreader.
Yeah, if I'm doing foam, I'll do hot glue. But if I'm doing foam to plywood, then I use PL.
Well, I used the PL, but it wasn't spreading out nice.
No, wasn't playing nice.
No, it wasn't playing nice, so it caused dips in it.
I use all liquid nail from my foam to the plywood. That works fine.
Now, see, I was talking to Fred E, and he uses no more nail for projects. But according to this here tube, it does, what else? It's got wood, marble, decks, metal, fiberglass, painted plastic, more, mirror, stone, laminate, tile, drywall, subfloor, foam board, tub and shower, everything. Wet surfaces, everything.
Right.
So.
She does wrong.
And that's $1,800 a tube.
Yeah, that's right. But I used PL. I used the No More Nails Clear on the others. That worked okay.
James spares no expense when it comes to that.
But it doesn't. I didn't spread it out evenly, so I bought a trowel and I spread it out so it's all the same consistency of a spread. So I don't want the bulge in sections because I just need to be. I need to have a smooth, straight surface just for the trains.
Yeah, when I do that, I use a trowel and I make sure it's even.
Yeah, Derek, I watched the YouTube guy on today about that, and that's what he did. I don't have a dual heat gun.
Oh yeah?
No, I have a heat gun, but it's not dual heat.
Yeah, I got a heat gun.
But,
I use it for doing
I still have it here.
Taking decals off the truck.
See, there's the you can't see it. There's the underneath that I glued on, but the PL Premium did not spread out evenly. It was causing bulging at spots I didn't want.
Right.
And so that was causing the heat. So I'm eliminating it. I gotta use both. Yeah, well, you can't buy that in Canada, Wigwag. I looked for it. Liquid Nail Projects.
What can't you buy here?
Liquid Nail Project. Couldn't find it.
Oh, really? They're hosing you.
I don't
Amazon don't have it
right now.
Yeah, try Amazon.
I need it tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I get my Amazon here the next day mostly.
Yeah, same here.
There it is there. I don't put it in the box because it's too big. This is the Bachman Berkshire. I have 2 of these. It is unlettered. It is built in nickel plate version. This is DCC steamer. And we're going to modify this to turn it into a Berkshire for TH&B. It'll be DCC and sound. Yeah. But I'll figure it out. It's not like not rocket science. This guy, I just need it to be flat. That's all I care about. I don't care about it can take forever to cure. I just need it flat. Yeah, I got 2 of them, Thomas. More.
So
But
James,
the other ones are
when you put
packed
the
away.
incline pieces from Woodland Scenic down, how did you had them in place already?
Yeah.
And they were, and then what did you do to glue them down to whatever they were on top of?
White glue worked fine.
White glue, and they
Yeah.
were in place. And then you put a piece of foam on top of that, or did you put a piece of plywood?
No. I used the pink foam for the space. Because it took 3 inclines to get up 1.5 inches in height.
Okay.
So I used the pink foam first. Yes, it is. But there's a special Berkshire made for TH&B that was only made in Canada. So I used the pink foam for the stepping because it's cheaper. But 1/2 inch pink foam is not 1/2 inch thick. This is almost 9/16 thick.
Yeah.
No, I bought the Woodland starter sets for the incline.
Right, and then all you do is get plaster paper and put over top of that. You don't, and then you have a solid surface.
But that's a
I wanted plywood though. I'm a woodworker. I prefer the plywood on top of the foam versus.
Well, then what you do is just get like a 1/4 inch piece of plywood.
I did that, Thomas. That's what I did. But I used screws to hold it down, and I put too much pressure in, and I was oozing out the glue in areas I didn't want it to go.
You know what I would have done? I would have taken the plywood and put it in the spot first. Then I would have stuck foam pieces underneath it.
Yeah, but I didn't do that way. I did it differently. Yeah. I built the incline up first, and I sanded the foam to the transition between the different areas because of the height difference. Yeah. Because the foam is slightly 1/2 inch for the white that's Woodland Scenic. Right. Slightly lower than the pink foam, slightly.
Yep.
And I sanded it. And I used 3 steps.
Or are you just showing us that it's there?
What's that?
Are you showing us the turntable working, or are you just showing us the lights?
Yeah, turntable works.
You got the part?
No, I got to email them yet. I keep forgetting.
I'm not rushing. I'm not doing my track down whatsoever. I'm using nails.
Yeah.
In the center of the track. That's why one reason why I put plywood on my incline, so I had a nailing spot for the track. I glued the cork to the plywood, and I spiked it.
So you're a woodworking person. Why don't you make wooden?
Because I thought because in the middle of winter, for starters,
and you don't want to go out in the garage.
I got rid of all of my woodworking equipment. I sold it all when I moved. And the Woodland kit was simple. My last layout, I built the incline, and we calculated the height for every 4 inches.
Yeah.
There's me bitch.
but I don't have the table saw no more. I get rid of all that. I have a table saw, but it's not as accurate what I need for this kind of work. And
Yeah.
it's only for 3-4 feet. I didn't think it'd be that complicated. The woodland scenic kit was already done. Glue it in.
Right.
So just the way I applied the glue and I just pushed it too much. So now I'm going to use weight and not glue. The other side I did the same way, but I didn't put as much. I used a different glue I used on the other side the No More Nails Clear. It reacted differently than the PL Premium.
Yeah.
It's a matter how I did it. I
So
had no idea. I don't like brass.
in behind that, you can't see it. But that's my woodland scenic risers.
Yeah. Well, I have the kits, Mike.
Under the plastic.
It cost me $12 for a kit, I think it was. It's a woodland starter, not the complete set, just the woodland starters. And it has
different sizes in the starter kit.
Yeah.
It's 1/2 inch.
Yeah, they go from 0 to like an inch or 0.
Yeah, inch and a half, whatever you want.
Get anything on the fridge.
I have one.
So you're gonna have somebody standing there going to jump in off the fridge, Mike?
Maybe get one of those mini print cliffhangers.
Right, there you go.
Okay.
There you are. There you are.
Right.
So I need.
Keep it on the
So that's all I need for my incline is 3 of these. That's it.
Right.
3.
Just
1,
3.
2, 3. Times 2 because I'm doing a double width track.
Right.
So make a list for next Friday.
I also have an 1.5 inch space between the 2 tracks, so the plywood helped fill in the void instead of me going and buying plaster cloth and doing. I didn't like that. I wanted this.
Yeah.
That's
See, when I did my inclines with that stuff, I used the paper over it and then used their mix that would make that all hard. Then I took my foam road bed and glued that on top of that, and then the track glued onto that, and that kept the track.
Right. Well, I used plywood on top of this when it was done, and then I can spike my track to the plywood because I don't want to glue my track.
Yeah.
I had a different procedure, just the way I approached it, and I changed a different glue. I went from the liquid nails clear to PL Premium, and it wasn't working the same.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to change procedures and away I go. But this stuff here, that glues down to the plywood with white glue. It doesn't move.
Yeah.
I had to scrape it off. It's done. I wish the pink foam would glue the same. If I could go out and buy this foam here in 1/2 inch, I would have used this. I wouldn't bother with the pink foam. Now, Woodlands does sell white stuff, but I can't find. It's too much money for it. This is like $20 for the pink foam is $20 for a 2 by 8 foot sheet. Heck, you're paying $16 for 3 or 4 pieces from Woodland Scenics.
Right.
And I don't have a way of cutting it 1/2 inch. Where I would use this. There's nothing wrong with this. But I didn't want to use plaster cloth on top of that to make a road bed. I use plywood.
I have a foam cutter.
Well, what?
A foam cutter.
I have one.
Yeah. I made 1/2 inch pieces out of a foam cutter.
Yeah, but my transformer is in a box somewhere in the garage, and I haven't come across it yet. Here's my plywood. That's it.
1/4 inch. Yep.
Well, it's not quite. It's probably about 3.5, 4 millimeter, 5 millimeter. It's not quarter.
No,
That's for sure. No.
less than that, right?
But I have a foam cutter down here. I built it. Thomas, foam cutter.
Yeah.
I built that from
Yeah,
scratch.
I remember you saying you made one.
Yeah.
So
Which
you
I
can
just
make
can't.
your own size you want, but you don't have the power supply for it.
No, it's packed away right now.
Yeah.
I use a transformer from our garden lighting to power it up.
Yep.
I put a bridge rectifier on it and made DC, and away it went.
That's right.
It cuts good, but just the power supply is packed away.
Yeah, you can make your own incline out of that.
Yeah. No, it works pretty good. You just use piano wire for piano wire or nickel. It's nichrome wire. It's the proper terminology.
Right. Yeah, it's real thin.
Well, nichrome wire. It's what they use for your toasters, for your elements and toasters. It's nichrome wire.
Because regular wire, you wouldn't be able to heat it up like they can with that stuff.
What's that?
Regular wire, you couldn't heat it up like that with that kind of wire.
No, well, you could.
It would take a
You
long
could.
time.
You can, if you can pump the amps in, you can build it.
Yeah.
I remember us testing motors, and we cranked out 800 amps.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just got to find the transformer, and it works really good. But I packed it away. It's in one of the bins around here, and I just haven't come across it yet. I don't want to unpack too much stuff because it just gets in the way, makes clutter, and clutter causes accidents.
Sure does.
So I'm trying to avoid it. But I used, I bought a variable speed controller for a DC motor, and I installed a bridge rectifier. Made a laminated plywood to make it. And I used a nichrome wire, and it cuts good.
Yep.
I made that 2 years ago on the other house before I sold it. But yeah, I made it.
Yeah, mine's in the other room.
Tension. What's that?
So mine's in the other room right now. I was using it to make some foam, and
Yeah.
then the wire broke, and I have to rewire, pull it down.
Yeah, well, it does break after a while.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, you gotta control the voltage so that you don't. If you overheat the wire, it could break.
Yeah, I never have it up full heat. I always have it down.
Yeah.
So at least until it cuts. Then
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's just if you watch YouTube, there's all kinds of ways of making foam cutters.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things out there to make and do. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But if you have a, you can cut circles. I used it. If you want to do, I was gonna try it. If you want to make like an arch for a tunnel.
Yeah.
If you go make a template out of plywood to the shape you want, and then the foam cutter will follow the wooden form. You'll cut it exactly every time. And that's I thought if I ever did a tunnel, but I'm not sure if I will yet and do a tunnel on the one end.
I 3D printed my tunnel entrances.
Well, I don't have a 3D printer, and you're too far away. In fact, I'm sending that piece that you made for me, that sample from Plumber, to a guy I know who has a 3D printer, and he's gonna rework the file that you gave me. He has it now, and we're gonna redesign the file to fit this. I moved the bag. Hang on. Here. So this is the piece that you did for me.
Right.
Remember that?
Yep.
So what we're gonna do.
Is it too big or too small?
I'll show you. Better to show you. Okay, here is the pattern for a Walters push button station.
Right.
Here's the thing you did. Difference, eh?
Yeah, just a bit.
So you put it on top, superimpose it. See how big it is compared to the hole? So what we're going to do, we're going to take this design here, modify it to suit this.
Right.
Same idea. I'm not going to make them so they're directional because all I want to know is push button, green is straight, yellow is diversion. That's all. I don't
Right.
need to be. I don't need to make it in the direction of the cross the turnout. I just want a light. So that's where and push button.
Mhm.
And the idea of this register in the back here, you see that back there?
Right.
The idea for that is you take a hole saw, you drill your fascia with that, and it mounts in there. But we got to make it bigger because the Walters button is bigger.
Right.
Right.
So that's what we're going to do. But we're going to make a special one. See, here's the template for the crossover.
Right.
Crossover has 2 buttons. You don't need 2 buttons, but it has the lights. So it has 2 greens and 1 yellow. So the
Right.
2 green tell the crossover is straight, and the yellow tells you're in crossover.
Right.
But you have the combination. So you have another button assembly. There's the template for that. So we're going to make 2 of these for the crossovers. Only 2.
You
When
like
I do the crossover, my double crossover, I'm only using 1 button. That's all I need.
Right.
Why make it complicated? You don't have to. Because I can control 2 turnouts with 1 button. I actually set it up. I can make 4 run on 1 button if I really wanted to.
Right.
But I don't want that because I want to be able to control which track is going to be diversion and what's not. I want to be straight or crossover.
Right.
It's just kind of space. That's all it's good for.
Yeah, I have buttons in my yard for each turnout.
Yes.
Then I have 1 button that resets all of them back to closed.
Yeah.
But
Now
I do that with macros. So that
I don't want to get involved in that right now. And also the so here's the button. Here's the back of the button here. Here's the Walters button.
Right.
3 wires. So these wiring are what you call standard servo connections.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a custom cable made for these buttons for my staging yard. And I'm going to run the wire over the ceiling down to the switch. It's about, I say about 10 feet away. So I'm going to make a custom cable so I can plug this button into the switch machine. 1 straight run. I talked to Walters already. He figured I better run I can run over 12 feet. And that's what I'll do. 1 button. So I have 2 buttons in. And I'm actually going to mount it to a post in the ceiling. I actually mounted the post already. And I'll push it. I got a little box, and I'll just mount it there.
Mm-hmm.
No fancy computer controls. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna run. I'll have all my controls around the layout for my turnout, except for my yard control. That's a totally different ball of wax. You can't see them now, but I made custom boxes on the other layout for my control. I got right here. So there's I made this here panel for my buttons before.
Right.
Well, I'm going to use the same idea for my yard control, but they're just gonna be toggle switches. I'll have a bunch of them. I'm gonna use the MP1 switch motors that Heath is using on his layer.
Yep.
There's a guy in the States that I can get them from. They're about $20 American. Hey, Steve, welcome, Steve 87. So that's what I'm going to use for the
Steve
yard.
87, how are
But I'm going to have the toggle switches so I can turn off the power to power up the yard. And I'm going to put insulators at every track of yard, so I can isolate.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, I'll put a toggle switch for every turn motor for the switch machine. Because they're only very compact. They're actually good design.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Those bridges there, Chris, are exact rail. And now Scale Trades has bought exact rail out.
That's right. No, they're decent switches. If you want to watch a video how to go in, watch Luke Talon's video. He did one using the MP1s. He even includes a simple schematic of how to hook them up with LEDs and everything. Simple.
Yeah, nice.
Well, Thomas Moore, I'm not DC. I'm DCC here, but my temporary layout I have was DC. But right now I'm not going to configure wiring to make a loop DC only.
I only have DC on my workbench. That's for DC engines that I need to work on.
Yeah, I don't even have that right now. I did. Took it out. I'm not decided about it. I'm gonna make a little short programming track. I have a 2-amp NC system, and I'll use that.
You got a 5-amp or just 2-amp?
I have a 5-amp. I've always had 5-amp.
You got a 5-amp and a 2-amp?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
When I first started in this, I didn't know what DCC was. So I started checking into it, and I didn't have a layout. And I met Sparky, and I asked him what he used. So I went to OBR because I started checking around at the hobby stores in the area about pricing, and the hobby store near town was over $700, and I saw it at OBR for I think $550 back then, and I bought it. Right at the get-go, I started DCC. Thomas Moore, I have no questions about Bachmann trains.
Yeah, I got a couple. Actually,
We're gonna have another one soon when they come out. The Charger.
The Charger, yeah, via Charger.
If you decide to buy it. Yeah, well that's right, Chris. And I'm gonna make a custom fascia button for those Walters buttons. I'm gonna 3D print them. Once it's all done, if you want them, you'll be able to buy them.
You're gonna get them made.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said you're gonna 3D print them. You're gonna get them made.
Well, we're gonna have somebody else 3D
print it, right, man.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get the guy in London.
Everybody's a ball buster, right?
What's that?
I said everybody's a ball buster, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm gonna mute him. But yeah, I'm just gonna use those. I'm gonna improve on the Fit Walters. I like them. But this, I believe it or not, I tested it. This one little button, if you hook them up correctly, I can make this one button control 4 switch machines at the same time. I'm not sure if Bachmann is an entry-level company at all. Talk to the UK because they're a main player in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Big time.
And they're bringing out the Charger for Via.
Yeah.
That's no entry-level locomotive.
It's actually a nice locomotive. I've seen it last year at Springfield.
Oh, it's nice. It's very nice. It's very good.
They
I just
did a
not sure
very
if I
good
want
job
to
on
go. But I'm gonna send this stuff out to the guy in London, and he's gonna he. You sent me the file, Thomas, and
Right?
he has it now. And he said he can rework that file.
Yeah, sure. That's easy. Yep.
Yeah.
it.
So he's gonna do that because on the back of this template, on the back you can't see it on here, but it shows you the layout for the buttons for the to get the for the crossover, and we'll do 2 of them. I only need 2. But I gotta take a button off too, and I'm gonna mail it to him this week. Welcome, Peyton. Um, so that's my plan anyhow. But I'll get a whole bunch 3D printed and spread them around.
Then you can mount them on the fascia.
Yeah, around where I want. You know, except for the yeah, I'm not there for sure. I built these.
Nice, Derek. Can't wait to see some of that.
I built these. This is solid maple plywood.
What are we looking at?
It's my control panel for my
Oh,
yard control. I'm going to mount these to the side of the fascia. They're on an angle, and I'm going to mount all my switches on a new fascia plate for this to control the yard. And that's the
nice.
only panel I'll have protruding is this. I have another one, and I'm going to put that somewhere else. So it's more of a catch-all for stuff like pans and stuff like that. But that's my control panel for my yard, which is just toggle switches.
Mm-hmm.
BL2. What is the BL2, Dave, BNSF?
Bacon lettuce, number 2.
Bacon lettuce number 2. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm going to use that for my yard control. That's where this was mounted. I have another one that's bigger, and this hole here was for my ProCab board. I had an extra one because I bought the Wi-Fi interface, which is
Derek
right
has
here.
a question for you.
DCS.
Wi-Fi tracks.
Derek has a question for you there, James.
What's that? Solid maple.
Solid maple.
This is the Wi-Fi track interface,
Yeah.
and I'll use my TCS UWT 50s to power my train set. The only thing about this that it didn't come with a fascia pan, I made that. So that's going to control my train. So I'll be wireless because when I started doing this, we could not get the Wi-Fi, the wireless NCA system in Canada. Technically, still can't get it, but we have a source that I can get it. Why? But too much money to convert it, so I did that. So that's my plan anyhow.
Nice.
Yeah, I milled that wood myself, Derek. It is solid. Actually, the ends of it are. I got some pieces of I think 5/16 Baltic birch plywood for the ends.
Yeah, I got to find some of that for the fascia.
That's 1/8 Baltic birch.
Yeah, because this stuff's just that, what do you call that? The cardboard?
I call it the hardboard.
Gypsum. Not gypsum.
No, it's a masonite.
Yeah, masonite board. That's it.
But the that's $15 a sheet. Baltic birch is 55.
It bends all right, but if you bend it too much, he stamps.
Oh yeah, well you gotta cut the Baltic birch the right way to bend though. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. I got to find some of that because I didn't see that last weekend at the Home Depot.
You can't buy it at Home Depot.
You can't?
No, you gotta go, especially in a plywood shop.
Okay, what about Timbermart? They'll have it.
I don't know about Timbermark.
I'll check them out.
This is Baltic birch.
Yeah.
It's $55 a sheet. Because the reason why it's 55 because of the war in Ukraine. Our government's put
Do you rip it or
excise tax on it because of
do you rip it?
the war.
Yeah, what war? The bull crap.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. They put a tariff on it to get it into Canada and the U.S. But here's a piece of 8-inch Baltic birch. This is rip cut. It won't bend if you rip cut. You got to cross cut it. Remember that. You do it, Mike. You got to cross cut it.
Yeah.
Homicide.
That's another thing. I saw that Homicide. Lauren is working out to buy that stuff if people want to buy it too.
Yeah, he'll get it in bulk if you want to get in
Get
on it.
enough people for it. Yes.
He needs to know.
One layout I built, I used homicide. That was
Did
a
you?
long time ago.
I use plywood.
Some guys believe in that stuff. I just find it very messy.
Oh, it was messy, but when it was down, it was good.
Yeah, it's solid, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with the gluing of tracks, and that's what you do with Homicide. You got Homicide. You got to glue your track down.
No, I've been able to nail down with the track nails on it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't used it. I've seen it. I've heard about it, but I've never used it. So that's what I'm working on for my controls anyhow. And I will make a custom control for the my double crossovers, and I'll mount these to a box. I have a post to hold the lift gate open when I pass through it. It'll attach to there. But all these servo motors on Walters, they're standard servo motor they use in model airplanes.
Huh.
And the same stuff.
Last time I bought homicide was $5 for a 4x8 sheet.
Yeah.
Wow. What's it now?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's not $5 for 4x8 sheet.
No.
Well, 3/4 plywood cabinet grade is almost $75 a sheet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Way of the forest fires and all the wood they lost. Way to go fire. It is free.
The trees didn't go on strike to cause the raise of the prices, did they?
Well, the fire is burning down though.
Yeah, but you have to have fire in forests. That's what keeps them.
Yeah, I know, but we had our fires this year was more than they planned on. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But but the quality of my cabinet grade plywood that I have here compared to what he got in the U.S. It's a difference in quality too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they used to be like they used to call it number 1 with no knots, and then number 2 had knots in it, stuff like that.
Well, my plywood I got is multi-layer, but I just think that there's better stuff out there.
Yeah.
Be more money though. Believe it or not, my Benchwork construction that I have here, which you see in videos, it cost me $800 for all the material I bought.
Yeah, I can believe it.
And
So I gotta put those pictures up yet in this room and that Stouter art sign, NS.
But my other layout, I used what you call the L bracket method.
Yeah.
That was okay, but it caused a restriction for space for getting out for doing switch machines. And I did use some solid lumber like pine. the moisture in the basement, it grew. It literally, it grew so much that it jammed my gate, my track on my lift gate. I had to literally recut it again.
Hmm.
How much it grew.
Well, wood will expand, right?
Sure it will.
And contract.
I remember years ago, I built a workbench out of solid maple, and I decided to add one piece of wood in the back of the workbench with a wood screw. The rest of it was solid maple. I'm talking 2-inch thick solid cabinet furniture grade wood. The stress
Yeah.
of that wood growing a half inch sheared the screw right off. I mean, sheared it from the
Wow.
movement.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I built my workbench, a traditional woodworker's bench out of rough lumber, and I milled it and planed it and everything.
Yeah.
But you learn, right?
Yeah, that's how you learn.
My little computer cart, I built this of all the scrap wood left over from workbench, the train room. And
Yeah.
the column that holds it up, that is 2x4s that I milled in the planer and a jointer to make an outfeed stand for my drill press. So I recycled it. It's now the post for my stand because I had the Chinese one. It's a gift. If you want to come get it, free.
So, Mike, you want to balance that track you were just showing?
Yeah, I got to finish painting it.
But
It's all wired. Like I got all the feeders in it. And then, but before I ballast it, I always weather the track.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
do that.
So I weather the track and then I ballast it.
Now, how do you weather your track? You spray it, or are you going to?
Rattle
paint?
can. Rattle can.
I'm not
Oh,
using
really?
rattle can.
I just saw a video of a guy doing.
Yeah.
He used pallets, and then he took a brush, dipped it in water, and then it looked just like rust.
Oh,
yeah?
okay. I seen
There's
well,
so many
Thanks,
different guys doing it.
Robert did one, and I'm gonna airbrush mine because I don't want to use aerosol in the house.
But you can do that too. It's just going to take you a lot longer
Why would it take longer?
because it doesn't cover area as fast as a rattle can. I opened
Yeah,
up the window. I got a
I
window
don't have
there,
windows.
window back
I
there, and
don't have
then
windows in
fan
my
on.
basement.
Away she goes.
I don't have windows in my basement
Oh, oh yeah.
because we're on the floodplain.
Ah,
No windows. But
yeah,
still,
no.
the fumes from the paint is not good for my wife's singing voice.
Well, yeah. Got
So
to
I gotta
keep her
figure her too.
top notch. But yeah, that's all I do as a rattle can. Then I take a block of wood with a rag on top, spray it with 99% rubbing alcohol, and then go over the rails, wipes the top of the rails off with the paint,
Yeah.
and the rest is all rusted looking. Like I'll show you here.
Did you do any black stuff for oil stains and that kind of stuff?
No.
Did you nip any of your track to make it look like prototypical, or you don't care?
Yeah.
I've seen guys do that.
Make sure I got the
But
right
I'm
camera.
gonna use I'm gonna airbrush it.
I have airbrushed it. It just takes that much longer. Like it. Can you
Yeah, I
see
could
that?
buy a fan tip for my airbrush, and I can blow it up pretty fast.
Can you see the rust look?
Yeah.
And then when I do the points, I make sure they're taped off so I don't get the points sprayed.
Derek, I was looking at that Woodland Scenics makes pens, but I've never done it before, so I don't know how it works out. I
I do
think
have
Mark has tried that. I think.
I do have a Woodland Scenics pen. I just don't know how well it works.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but that's expensive. You can just go to any art shop and buy rust colors in the
Yeah.
palette and then do
Yeah,
it. And
that's
that
right.
goes on real quick. You just brush it right on, and you have 3-foot section done in no time.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
right.
you'll have aerosol cans spraying around your room and all that kind of stuff.
But we can't. I'm not sure about getting enamel paint up here anymore. I'm gonna check and see what kind of paint we use for the club. We airbrushed our track at the club.
Little and Cinex makes the brush.
Yeah.
Or the pen, I mean. I do have a couple
Mark
of
is
them.
off here on the leave. I never used one, so I don't know. But I'm going to see. I try to read that, Mike, if you don't mind. You're a pain. Go back to bed. Now, see, I'm thinking of using Tamiya acrylic paint because they're
Yeah.
probably, or there's also the ammo paints too,
You can use the Tamiya paint. Same
or
thing.
or the ammo, another
You just
brand.
take the 99% alcohol and rub the top of the rails after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a wooden block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can paint it. It doesn't matter. I've done it with the Tamiya paint and I've done it with the rattle can.
But the only problem is the rattle can is the fumes.
Yeah, it's the fumes. But I mean, you can do it with the airbrush. It doesn't matter which one you do.
That's right.
And that could be dry. And then like say, run over it with the block of.
Yeah. But I just know
Okay,
that
correct.
I have a good airbrush, and I bought a cheap airbrush in the beginning, and that was a mistake. I have a Grex air gun. I have
Yeah.
2 of them now.
I got 4 airbrushes. Never have enough of them.
Well, I got
But
2.
you make sure you got them cleaned out.
But the Grex is about $300 a pop.
You just don't want them full of paint, and then you want to make sure you take it all apart.
But I know with the Grex, you can buy a fan tail tip for the Grex. Same idea as when you do car paint, they have a fan brush, nozzle. Well, you can buy that for the Grex, so you can get a really wide paint pattern really quickly.
Yep.
I can get it from Sunward Hobbies in Markham.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, gents, she's been 2 hours.
Oh, it's only 2 hours? I didn't really ran past 10 minutes.
Oh yeah. I gotta finish wiring and cleaning up.
I gotta spend time with the wifey. Forget about wiring.
Yeah.
Where's your boss anyhow?
And then keep working on this thing.
Where's your boss?
On the top of the stairs.
She's not gonna spend time with her? Oh, okay.
The dog or the CEO?
The CEO.
So he's asking.
Oh, upstairs.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up and see
He's
my
not allowed
CEO.
downstairs?
No, this is training room time.
No CEO allowed, I don't think.
She's been down there before.
Yeah.
She got to walk through here to go to the office.
Right.
Yeah, 10 hours to go, John. Yeah, we can go all night like
Taking that off the Wi-Fi.
Tomorrow he went 12 hours one time.
Who? Jim?
Yeah, or longer.
Yeah.
I see him he'd go live at 6 tomorrow, and Chris will go live, and he'll still be there. I can go back and jump in.
Yeah. Maybe when I'm not working during the Christmas holidays, I might go.
Nothing on TV to watch, so I might as well watch Jim yap away.
Yeah. Then we could do a rant for 12 hours, and the other 12 hours watch trains
What
run.
the rant topic is. Depends what he's having a bad day with.
Yeah.
Who pissed him off today? That's the rant.
Yeah. I could do a rant 24 hours a day.
And what, the government or something else?
Anything.
I can rant about our government.
81 miles to work one way. And then you'll
How many miles?
81.
How many? 91?
81.
You got you got to drive that one way every day of the week.
Every day I drive 81 miles one way to work.
What's that? A couple hours?
Why so far?
Hour and a half.
I live on one side of the state, and my work is on the other side of the state.
Can you move the company to this side of the state?
No, I'm going to retire in a year. Why am I going to try and do that?
No.
Yeah, and
I
see so much bull on that drive every day. I could rant about it. You know, there's a video out there called "Dumbass." I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it shows people doing stupid things when they're driving. So I told my kids for Christmas, I want a car cam, and I'm going to start videoing, and I'm going to call my video "Dumbass 2."
Well, you could make shorts out of it and make
shorts on it.
Watch your shorts go through the roof.
Yeah,
there is
a tell you the stupid videos get the biggest hits.
Yep.
Oh no, but the other day there's in real life a car was on the 400, 401, 401. His car died in the middle of live traffic.
Yeah.
He got out of the car, hopped the center median into the next live lane.
He got out of the car.
In the passing lane. In the main. He ain't here no more.
Yeah.
Transport
18-wheeler. Right. Staying in the car.
Well, we get guys in a left lane on a 3-lane highway come to a complete stop so they can get off the exit.
Jeez. Hey, Stormy,
I saw a picture of the freeway in LA, a nighttime picture. It was red lights on one side, white lights on the other side, and at least 12 lanes wide.
Yeah, it's like that every day.
That's that?
It's like that every day in LA, day or night.
I know. I've never seen it up close. But it looked like a Dark Matrix picture because of so many red spots.
Yeah, I drove out in LA. I know what it's like.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. But it's not Jersey, too. It's almost as bad as LA here.
Jersey?
Yeah.
So what state do you live in, Thomas?
What's that?
What state do you live in?
New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Jersey.
Right. And,
are you closer to Manhattan?
What I do when I drive to work, there's more cars from Pennsylvania on the roads that I drive on than there are cars from New Jersey.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because all the people from New Jersey moved into Pennsylvania because it was cheaper over there. And they still work in New Jersey.
Now, Steamtown, is that in Pennsylvania, right?
That's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Right.
Yeah, that's 3 minutes from where I live.
Steamtown?
Oh, okay.
No, that's Steamtown, Pennsylvania border.
Oh.
Steamtown is about maybe an hour and a half from where I live.
Right. But it's not too bad. It's not good.
No, I can go there any day. Yeah.
We don't have that up here.
No.
It's not my area, yeah.
So yeah, like I say, I can have a rant every day just by the drive I make.
Yeah,
I guess I only drive a half an hour and I'm at work.
Yeah. Normal, if I could do it, I could make it in an hour and a half. But there's a thing called an accident. 3 lanes of a highway shut down because there's an accident, which happens to be on the side of the road.
Yeah. That was a good video.
The right-hand lane should be the only lane going slow. You want to go slow past first responders, right? You don't want to go 100 miles an hour past them because one of my.
What happened with that guy crossing over the center median because his car died? It was on the Lincoln Express or the Red Hill Expressway in the city. His car died. He hopped over the median.
Your car dies, you stay in the car. You don't get out of the car.
Yeah, it's like in a snowstorm. You don't get out.
No, you don't get out because that's the worst thing you can do.
That's right.
Unless you're on the side of the road, then you can get out and get on the other side.
The cop says, you should call for help. If you don't have a phone, what do you do?
Right.
Yeah.
Wait there.
No, it's just like people drive in the middle lane. in the 3-lane highway,
Yeah.
and they're like doing
But
100.
I was in the
Like, get
city
this
the
one
other
way.
day, and they closed
That's my rant.
the expressway in both directions for at least 14 hours.
Yeah.
Major mess for the rest of the traffic.
Yep.
You got it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, Jim,
Okay, sir.
don't forget to watch Crooked River and Easter tomorrow,
9 o'clock.
9 a.m.
Have your
9
coffee ready.
a.m.
What'd I say? Yeah, 9 a.m.
Yep.
Morning brew with Crooked River and Easter. I
Yeah.
usually catch them at break time, 10 o'clock.
And Sparky
then,
for
Jim
Friday,
Francisco,
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Get out there for the rant. You don't know what Jim's rant is going to be. And then tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, is Go Big or Go Home on his channel.
Yeah.
Sparky's live on Friday.
If you tune in after Chris's channel, Jim might still be live.
Yeah.
Never know. Sometimes
You never know. We could have some.
hours is an early night.
Good night, Derek. Welcome. Thanks for coming on board.
Yeah,
Night,
thanks for coming out. Keep it on the tracks. And yeah, you never know. During the Christmas holidays, I could go for a long stream.
You never know.
You never know.
Well, nice.
For that week. So,
All right, guys, I'm dropping off. Everybody have a great
Okay,
night.
well, really good one.
And we'll see you all soon. Take care.
you
Yes,
betcha.
sir. Bye, Thomas. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, sir.
I think we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah. Till the next one.
Have
Thanks,
fun,
guys.
John. Well, we're getting ready to go, Roger. We had enough.
Yeah. We're just getting ready to keep it on the tracks and shut her down
Before we fall off the tracks.
before we fall off because 5 a.m. comes early.
Yeah.
And I got a mess to clean up before somebody has to walk through to the office. Unless I block the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I'm working on the
Sunday,
incline tomorrow.
kit build Sunday. Go over here, go home. We're building that chocolate factory and getting a lot done on it.
I got a turkey dinner on Sunday, so I'm not doing that.
Turkey dinner.
Yes, sir.
What holidays this weekend?
It's the women's league at the church. They're doing a turkey dinner.
Gotcha.
I'm going, and my wife's got a concert to go to.
Finally, hit the bumper.
Yeah,
Hit
yeah.
that like and subscribe.
go.
It don't cost you a dime.
Okay.
Thanks for coming out.
No
Appreciate
problem,
it.
Edward. Thank you. We
We'll see
appreciate
you
it.
next month. Till then, keep it on the tracks.